sorry. We gon' do this regardless, and I started from the bottom just like you, but I was hard. I came up the soldier. Shout out to my father. He made sure I make it farther. My trust in God. I might swerve in that corner, whoa. Hold on tight, cause I tweaking this, let go. And I heard that she wanna show, me who she be, I'm kinda with it, show me some more. We tatted head to toe, give a story road. You wanna tweak, get up with me and I'ma show you how that go. Like the money in my pockets blue, they having combos about me, these don't know. With my evil twin, all black hoodies, we hit the streets again. He don't like attention, he'll tweak and get the with your it's fat, we drove the whole way in a demon. He'll pop out, won't think twice and make you Greek to Is you sure you wanna meet that? If I see ill intentions, we'll make sure you get the always out there with the whole being some rocket shit. Pull up to the scene, my best advice is to hide your the lies all on your faces, cause your eyes will twitch. The black ski mask all on our faces be disguising. On my with your baby, you wanna cry. Rest my against a waist, I got some pottery. She my bitch, not my apology. I might sorry, no enemies. You rock with me, then rock with me. But I'ma keep it real, she lost respect when you said follow me. I might swerve in that corner, whoa. Hold on tight, cause I tweaking this, let it go. And I heard that she wanna show, me who she be, I'm kinda with it, show me some more. We tatted head to toe, give a the story road. You wanna tweak it up with me, and I'ma show you how that go. Like the money in my pocket, they having combos about me. What?
Is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay. Like Kalani's, ride you like Kalani's. Okay, here where the party is, right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get you on back. You don't need no one, help you inspire, But I'ma add to you, I'ma give you some best, I'ma add to you. We're on the avenue and I ain't never seen no one bad as you. Maybe I'm serious too, they can't disrespect you, I gladly. I don't play about mine, I don't care. I'm addicted to you and it's clear. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay. Like Kalani's, ride you like Kalani's. Okay, here where the party is, right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get you on back. You don't need no one, help you inspire, Baby, let's be a movie. Come with me, know that I'm choosy. I need you to back it up, that ain't fast enough. You know I'm man enough, and I don't play about it. You know that I'm about it. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay. Like Kalani's, ride you like Kalani's. Okay, here where the party is, right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get you on back. You don't need no one, help you inspire, too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay. Like Kalani's, ride you like Kalani's. Okay, here where the party is, right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get you on back. You don't need no one, help you inspire, But I'ma add to you, I'ma give you some best, I'ma add to you. We're on the avenue and I ain't never seen no one bad as you. Maybe I'm serious too, they can't disrespect you, I gladly. I don't play about mine, I don't care. I'm addicted to you and it's clear. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay. Like Kalani's, ride you like Kalani's. Okay, here where the party is, right here where the party is.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Inside. Shots good by Hart. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Pass to Bridges. Down low. Towns down low. Uses the glass on the layup.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute, and he said when you watch film on Karl Anthony Towns, his size is impressive, but when you're actually standing next to him, he looks a whole lot bigger. And he knows how to use that size on the blocks and on the perimeter, which makes him an especially tough cover. Brian?
Appreciate the report, Allie.
People talk about 3-and-D with Bridges, but he can pass it too.
When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973, so as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
Hart can't hit.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Porzingis sets a screen. Brown with it. Towns covering. Porzingis in the post. And here's Brown for three. Gets the three to fall.
Even when Brown's shooting quickly, he's not rushing. He takes his time with his release.
To the middle. Here's Anunoby. From the elbow. Towns can't get it to go.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Knicks leading by 3. Right side, Anunoby. Towns on a screen. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Holiday. Kick out to White. Porzingis up top. Knocked loose. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Bridges with it. Now guarded by White. Kicks it out Towns. Pass to Brunson. Boston pulls it in.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's White. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Towns with the ball. Pass to Hart. Back to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
Now here's Holiday.
Backcourt violation.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Now here's Bridges. No points yet. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
Here's White. Outside, Brown. Horford. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bridges. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics trail by 3. Holiday taking his time here. Horford outside. Back to Holiday. 4-3. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Knicks out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Here's Tatum. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Pass to Beauchamp. And here's Achua. Outside Payne. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Robinson. Achua with a screen. McBride with it. Picked up by Craig. Second shot opportunity. And there's a nice layup by Robinson.
Some footwork and some finesse from Mitchell Robinson.
Celtics trail by 5. Back to Tatum. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. New York leading by 7. Pass to Payne. To the paint. Here's Robinson. Crafty move. And he lays it in. Robinson's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Outside Robinson. Pass to McBride. Bounces high off the rim and drops. McBride's gotten his second bucket. And as the perimeter game took over, it seemed that the dominant big man went away a bit. Instead, the bigs just got more skilled, Brent.
Well, BA, dominant big men are really hard to come by. So when you do get one, there tends to be a lean. But yes, it's been about the skill of the big over the past few years, along with the game transitioning to the three-point line and picking up the pace. There'll be another big man out there who changes the game back to the low block, BA. Given his massive size, it is easy to see why Horford picks up a lot of fouls.
Boston's shooting their first free throws of the game now. So both teams making some changes here. Horford hits them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Back to Brunson.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the second quarter. And it's good for 2.
That's a tough distance to master, but Brunson making that mid-ranger look good.
Pass to Tatum. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum. Taking the hit.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Hauser. Now Brown. Brown down.
Wow, what a play!
You can tell Brown is having fun. What a phenomenal dunk artist he is.
Outside Brunson. Towns, right side. Hart from long range. Rebounded by the Celtics. There's 38 seconds left in the second. The kick out to White. Pass to Hauser. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. And it's powered home by Towns.
Assisted.
Yes, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
To the inside. Porzingis. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Porzingis has got his first points in this one. That one drops for him. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Not stopping on his way in. Hart going through the defense.
Here's Brown. The shot, no good. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. So it's Boston now. 9-point game. Outside Tatum. Brown with a screen. Back to Tatum. Fires the three. Oh, count it! Tatum hits from way out.
Great rhythm to that shot. Tatum right off the pass.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Graham. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Holiday from long range. Knicks leading by 6. Pass to Brunson. Back to Hart. Outside Anunoby. 5 to shoot. And there's the drive. Here's Towns. They get it again. And Anunoby gets it to go. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
And the basket by Holiday.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Right side, Brunson. Up top, Anunoby. Towns on a screen. Here's Brunson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Brent, everyone loves an underdog story, and there's few better than that of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, this kid falling into the second round and all the perception around whether or not he was big enough or can he shoot the ball, is he athletic enough. This guy has continued to work hard every year and turned himself into an all-star and an all-NBA player.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Left side, Brunson. Anunoby on the wing. Lets it fly from 18. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Not a coach in the league would be displeased with that kind of energy and effort that Mitchell Robinson showed there.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
You're calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
To the paint. Out to Bridges. Screen by Robinson. Bridges with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Anunoby for 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
New York leading by 5. Brunson looks it over. Bridges outside. Over Holiday. And the basket by Bridges.
Well, if the defense is going to give Bridges a lot of looks like this, he's got to continue to knock him down.
Tatum. Robinson with the block. Outside Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. Shooting 6 for 12 from the field now. Bridges left side. To the middle. Here's Robinson.
So he's just too big and too athletic to be given that kind of position. Mitchell Robinson, an easy deuce.
Pass to Pritchard from outside the arc. He drops it from range.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Here's Brunson. A rebound by Jason Tatum.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The 3 ball. That won't go either for Tatum. Bridges outside. Pass to Beauchamp. Here's Brunson. And that's not going to go. And so it's the New York Knicks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Back after this. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. New York leading by 6. To the wing on the left. Lets it go from 14. Hauser grabs the board.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually gotten high in that kind of range.
Basket counts.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Here's Towns. Here's Beauchamp. Out left to the wing. Here's McBride. Outside Payne. Pass to Towns. Soft touch off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 6.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
To the right side. Here's Pritchard. Outside Craig. Craig with a screen. Here's Pritchard. Three-pointer off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Payne. Beyond the arc. And the three-pointer goes. And it's a 9-point Knick lead.
Payne gets the hot pass and drills his shot. That was automatic.
Outside Craig. Here's Pritchard. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here are the Knicks. Here's Beauchamp. Back to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
And what a luxury to have a big man who can score like Towns. He's been unstoppable here.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And it's Tatum missing. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Towns for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Oh, the big man is smooth from range. Have to put a man on Towns, that's for sure.
Pass to Porzingis. And here's Tatum. The shot to stop the run. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Towns on a screen. Inside. Over Porzingis. The shot by Towns, no good. Celtics trail by 11. White looking it over. Pass to Brown. Now here's Tatum. Puts up a deep three. Jason Tatum! He's a sharpshooter!
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Towns on a screen. Here's Brunson. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. And he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for New York.
Well, look at this. I mean, points off turnovers. So aggressive, forcing the other team to make mistakes. And it's really paid off.
Pass to Porzingis. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Tatum. Outside Holiday. The three. The Knicks pull it in. Outside Anunoby. Here's Towns. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. That's tipped. Stolen by Anunoby. Down low. Here's Hart. Out to Bridges. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And stolen by Porzingis. Tatum with it. And it's Brunson picking him up. Tatum's shot is good.
And this guy is made for these moments. Tatum, the big-time shot.
Back to Bridges. To stop the drought. And again, the Knicks missing.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Yeah, the way Tatum shares the ball really completes his package.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Pass to Tatum. Puts up a deep three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming, and not enough time for them to get back in it.
Checking in for the Knicks.
There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter. And so this one belongs to...
Like Kalani, it's okay, here at the parties, right here at the parties. You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need some water, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back, you don't need no one, help you inspire, But I'ma add to you, I'ma give you some best, I'ma add to you. We're on the avenue and I ain't never seen no one bad as you. Maybe I'm savage too. They can't disrespect you, I gladly. I don't play about mine, I don't care. I'm addicted to you and it's clear. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what good karma is. Okay, like Kalani's. Ride you like Kalani's. Okay, here where the party is. Right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramoni, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back, you don't need no one, help you inspire, baby, let's be a movie, come with me, know that I'm choosy, I need you to back it up, that ain't fast enough, you know I'm man enough, and I don't play about it, you know that I'm bad, I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what good karma is. Okay, like Kalani's. Ride you like Kalani's. Okay, here where the party is. Right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramoni, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back, you don't need no one, help you inspire,
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. The tip-off goes to the Celtics. Here's Porzingis. Great touch on the 16-footer. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Doesn't get any easier for Zubac. He'll take those anytime he gets it.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. We noted how much extra film they're watching heading into this, and one guy that jumped out at them was Kristaps Porzingis. He said scoring over that guy is a challenge. It's not just the size, it's how well he positions himself. And he's a patient shot blocker. He waits for you to make your move. We'll see how they approach it. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Derek White.
White, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And that one is good from Zubac.
Nice movement on the screen and roll. Zubac good at angling his body in those sets.
Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Bogdanovic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set. Good balance. Bogdanovic dangerous.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Holiday with it. Zubac defending. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Textbook stuff from Holiday off the pick and roll. He comes around the screen and rewards the screener with the pass.
Screen by Zubac. It's good.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Now here's Tatum. And Holiday has it in the corner. And here's Porzingis for a three. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
He seems very natural when he's out there at the three-point line and uses that kind of rhythm. Porzingis, nice look.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. So he comes up empty at the line.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really help make an impact on that end.
The Clippers trail. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And it's Brown missing. And it's Harden with the ball for Los Angeles. Left side, Horford. The kick out to Holiday. Back to White. There's the triple. Powell pulls it in. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Screen by Leonard. Down low. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
So fluid on the floor. Leonard sets the screen and then immediately finds an opening to score.
Over in the quarter, Porzingis. And another miss by Boston.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Zubac with it. He's picked up by White. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. Boston trailing. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Shiftiness there in Porzingis' game as he welcomed the contact and then converted on top of it.
And it's the Clippers' ball. Now here's Harden. Still scoreless. Pass to Bogdanovic. Screen by Leonard. Inside. And stolen by Horford. Here's Pritchard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics lead by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you this.
The Celtics, 14.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And it's Zubac with the extra effort. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Tatum. Shoots over Leonard. Tatum no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Pass to Zubac. And he makes good on the layup. 8 points for Ivica Zubac. Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple of years that have won championships?
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
Kind of fun when you see his personality come out in this game like that.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here's Tatum. He has yet to score. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
You don't know who number 12 is. You don't watch basketball.
Harden outside. Screen by Zubac. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. 4 on the clock. From deep, Harden. Rebound, Boston. On the wing, Brown. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Screen by Porzingis. This one for 3. Does not get it. Third miss. He's made 4 from the field. To the inside. Fires the 3. The 3 goes down the hatch from Kawhi.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Screen by Zubac. Harden with it. Picked up by Brown. And it's Zubac with the extra effort. Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
That's what Zubac is here for, making plays in the trenches.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Clippers. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Celtics making a switch here. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Bogdanovich looking around. 2 points. That one goes. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Bogdanovich focused on scoring on the inside, and when he gets close to the basket, looked like he was hungry to get 2.
Screen by Porzingis to the left wing. And again, Boston with the triple. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And here's Harden. Nothing on the board. Puts one up from 19. That's not going to do it either. He's 0 for 5. Back to Horford. Here's the 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. The Clippers trail. It's Powell with the drive. It's rebounded by Porzingis. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The kick out to Holiday. Picked by Horford. Over in the corner, White bangs home the trifecta.
3-pointer.
White's got the lead up to 4 now for Boston. Now Harden. No good on the last second attempt there. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Celtics up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Clippers trail by 4. To the paint. Stolen by Tatum. And a fast break now for the Celtics. White, good. White's got the first bucket of the third here for the Celtics.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Back to Harden. Screen by Zubac. Porzingis with the block.
Well, Porzingis, the height, the reach, just overpowering.
Celtics leading by 4. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Outside, Porzingis. Holiday with the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
That's confident shooting there from Jrue Holiday. Got his coaches and teammates saying, yes, take that one.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point lane.
Out to Porzingis. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Leonard. Over Tatum. They grab their own miss. Back to Leonard. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Zubac. They shoot again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And just with his effort level alone, Zubac can put pressure on any defense. This time it gets him a trip to the line.
No good on the free throw. And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player. And the coaching staff better alert their defense to Porzingis and how comfortable he is right now on offense.
Leonard looking around. Screen by Zubac. To the paint. The putback. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics leading by 9. Pass to Holiday. Screen by Porzingis. Over to the wing. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Leonard. Porzingis with the block. Outside Holiday. To the wing on the left. From outside the arc. And that's good. Kristaps Porzingis for 3.
3 points.
Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Ooh.
Not sure how he saw that.
Is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, this one could come, it's okay. Like Kalani's, ride you like Kalani's. Okay, here where the party is, right here where the party is. You better start a huff, and I ain't never seen no one bad as you. Maybe I'm savage too. They can't just